Ladies and gents, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to the Ghetto Wealthy Podcast, man. It's me. It's your favorite podcast, your favorite host, Mr. Funkadelic Jones, man. Welcome to my podcast, man, where I just talk I just clear my thoughts, clear my mind of everything that I see. And before I get into today's word, today's ghetto gospel, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, run that thing up. You feel what I'm saying? But I just had one of them moments where, something grinds your gears. Like, what really grinds my gears? The phrase, killing with kindness. We all heard that phrase, right? Kill them with kindness. Sometimes that phrase just don't work, right? And I'm gonna break it down to you, right? Because I seen this earlier when I was at work, right? I seen this earlier. So prime example, I do security at a warehouse, right? Been doing security for a long time, doing security over 10 years. It's nothing that I haven't seen from a security standpoint. Like I tell people at the job all the time, they say, how long you been doing security? For 10 years. I done dealt with your everyday shoplifters to your everyday crackhead. I've dealt with it all. I've seen it all at this point, right? So a lot of this stuff don't faze me. One thing I can say about being security for a long time, me getting cussed out is part of the job. So you cussing me out as security does not faze me. However, though, here's one thing that people need to understand about security. We don't come up with these rules. We just gotta enforce them no matter how dumb they sound. Okay? Let me repeat that. We don't come up with these rules. We just happen to have to enforce these rules, even if they don't make sense. Which means if a job be like, hey, they can't stand right there, even though you're not bothering nobody, we gotta be like, hey, you gotta go ahead, move over there. So you getting the spazzing at us over what they want. We sit there and just be like, why would I go out there and tell them to move if they not doing nothing? I don't care. So we're gonna take it, right? For what happened earlier. Mind you, one of the team members that work in the warehouse, they got fired earlier. Nobody wants to lose their job. Nobody wants to get fired. They don't tell security the reason why they got fired. She just got fired. You could tell the look on her face, like she kind of was annoyed. She was kind of irritated, or she was kind of just like, wait, what? Like, y'all fired me for this? Like, that was her facial expression. So when they fired her, they got all her badge and credentials and all that stuff like that. Then she didn't want to leave the warehouse. I'm just looking like, but she left, what was a good thing. Because I was like, if she didn't leave, I was going to have to be like, yo, like, just leave. Like, I understand you got fired. And again, everybody like to get mad at security. I'm like, lucky she left peacefully. But I've dealt with situations where they just don't want to leave peacefully. I'm just looking like, yo, you got fired. I don't know why they fired you. It's not my call. I mean, again, I'm just security. If you didn't get fired for security reasons, then I'm sorry. It has nothing to do with me. So all your frustration need to be taken out on the manager, not me. But because I'm security, we always take the fault for everything. Oh, the team members mad at us. Here goes security. Security, we need your help. That's why I came up with the phrase of people hate security until they need security. Because even at that job, they blame us for everything, right? They blame us for everything. Let the team members do something. Well, how did they get past security? Or how did they do this? Security ain't doing this. Security ain't doing that, right? They blame us for everything when stuff don't even got nothing to do with security, period, right? But which goes back to my point, right, of killing with kindness. So mind you, the lady was just sitting on the property waiting for an Uber smoking a cigarette. I seen her on camera the whole time. I said, as long as she ain't out there bothering nobody, as long as she ain't out there breaking no windows and no cars, she can wait for an Uber. I mean, she's already pissed that she just got fired. Why the hell would I go out there and be like, hey, you need to go ahead now? I'm like, as long as first of all, I was by myself anyway, so I couldn't leave my post. If I had backup, I'm like, yeah, go out there and tell her, we gotta go out there and tell her respectfully. But even then, if I went out there and tell her respectfully, like, I'm just talking to y'all right now, just, hey, hey, ma'am, I know, but they, once you get tired, you gotta once you get tired, but once you get termed, you kind of gotta vacate the premises. What? I've seen it before, right? I've seen this before. Whether it's mostly in black, like both races do it, right? I've seen white people snap, and I've seen black people snap. And I'm gonna tell you the difference between the two. When white people snap, white people like to take legal matters. Let me break you what I mean though. And they act like it's scary, but they like to take legal matters. So if a white person getting out of hand and getting irate and stuff like that, you can just be like, hey ma'am, we asked you to leave. What? My husband is a senator. My husband is a doctor. I don't care what his job profession is. You act like what you gonna sue the job because you ain't acting a fool? I'm like, but see, you see how you can talk to them calmly, right? Hey ma'am, like, that's not called for, stuff like that. We're gonna have to ask you, to go ahead and leave the store. What? My money pays for this store. Do you know who my husband is? He's a senator. But the moment you snap back, I've been doing security so long, I got a lot of patience now. Everybody's not like me. I know how to okay a situation with the quiz. I'll be like, I understand. But in reality, my understand means I don't give a damn about what you got going on. Get about this store. But see, I know how to play the card though. Just be like, I understand. But not everybody has that. Some people will match your energy like, oh, you getting irate? I'm getting irate. And then that junk flips, right? That junk flips. So now you getting irate. It's funny how like they was getting irate with you while you was calm. But now you getting irate back at them. Now they want your supervisor name, your supervisor number, your company number, your district manager, your corporate number. They want your name. Like, but it's funny how when you was calm, it was a whole bunch of this is unprofessional and this is this and you to do and you to they pointing fingers and this, that, and the third, right? When you was calm. But when your voice go up the same way it is, now all of a sudden they want corporate number, the regional number, the district manager, the zone manager, they want the shipping manager, they want your supervisor, they want your name, they want the company you work for, the department you work for, your team member ID, your badge number. They want everything under the sun. When you raise your voice at them, oh, now this is what they want. It's worse with black people though. Oh, black people are different. You get what I'm saying? Black people are different. Because, like, you can talk to a black person calm. I'm talking about black people get the snapping, though. They get the F this and F you and F this and F this motherfucking job and F this motherfucking place. I ain't got to go no motherfucking way, blah, 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 blah. Right? That's how black people get. You just be like, look, I understand. And as me being black, I be trying to talk to my black people like, hey, listen, man, like, go ahead and get up out of here, because I don't want them to have to call law enforcement. Then, you getting yourself in even more situations. Man, what? I ain't about to go nowhere, man. I ain't do call law enforcement when they want to. Now I got to see and call law enforcement. And now I'm the bad guy. When I gave you a heads up and said like, hey, if you don't leave, they're gonna want me to call law enforcement. I don't want to call law enforcement on you. Because one, that's more paperwork I got to do. And two, now I got to sit and answer questions and do all this extra nonsense because you never wanted to leave. You want to be so tough that you want to wait till law enforcement. Now when law enforcement get here, now y'all be impressed. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. Like, damn, I'm not doing nothing to nobody. It's like, I get it. But I told you respectfully before law enforcement got here, I said, yo, you might want to leave before they make me have to call law enforcement. I don't want to call law enforcement. People don't realize when they do security, I'm trying to de-escalate the situation. I'm trying to keep my job as minimum as possible. I don't want to call law enforcement. I don't want to have to be banned. I don't want to have to write trespasses. I don't want to have to do none of that type of stuff. I just want you to leave respectfully, go about your day. Hey, look, just don't come back. Make your life easier. Make my job easier. And go about your business, right? But when it comes to black people, when it comes to stuff like that, right? They'll be like, oh, it's unprofessional and yada. They cry like a mug, right? And you respectful. And that's what I'm saying. Well, black people, you respectful. You just be like, look, I understand, man. They cussing you out. But the moment you reach the same level, oh, black people, see, you see how like, white people, they take legal matters. They want to be like, let me get corporate number and all that. Oh, black people send a damn threat to you. What? You don't talk to me like that? I'm a customer. You don't ever talk to me like that? You go ahead and keep it up. Like, let you match that energy to them. No, you need to go ahead and go. Like, I try to, like, but watch. You match that energy, now they want to call their brother, sister, Lord, their brother, sister, son, son-in-law, daughter, niece, nephew, grandson, little Pookie and them. They try to call everybody they know to bring somebody up here to start an altercation with you, all because you raised your voice. But see, the crazy part about it is, they raised their voice first. So now you raise your voice. Now you sending the bomb squad on me. Now you sending the bomb squad to kick my ass though. But when I was sitting here calm, everything is supposed to be okay. But when I raised my voice to you, now all of a sudden you got the whole neighborhood ready to beat me up. But you ain't telling them I was being calm though. See, when white people do it, it's just like, you trying to get me fired, and you trying to call corporate, and you trying to call a regional manager, and you sending a letter because your husband worked for the Senate, and your husband worked for Joe Biden and Donald Trump, and I don't give a damn who they work for, but that's the levels you willing to take it, all because I raised my voice. But see, when black people, when you raise your voice to them, now they want to call everybody that they know to come kick your ass at this building right here. When you respectfully, nicely ask them, hey, can you go ahead and clear out for me? Hey, can you go ahead and move right here for me? Hey, can you go ahead and I'm gonna just go ahead and just leave? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to call law enforcement. Then when law enforcement come up and your ass getting hit with trespassing and all this other stuff, now you really irate. And I'm sitting there thinking like, especially from a security guard standpoint, I always ask myself just like, it should have never even gotten to this point. But when you got people like that, it's going to get to that point. And you sitting there asking yourself, like, it should have never got to that point. But when you got difficult people, it always reaches that point. But then again, I'm the bad guy. Like, again, why do people, it's like, again, like, am I the only person that from a mature standpoint, I try to de-escalate situations as much as possible. I don't care what it is, I try to de-escalate as much as possible, right? I'm just sitting there looking like, okay, I think steps ahead and just be like, okay, this is not getting anywhere. Like, how can I solve this? Like, hey, let's go ahead and go because this ain't. Let me go ahead and separate myself for this situation because this ain't. I'm not gonna be like, oh nah, you going at me, I'm going at you. It's never gonna end. It's never gonna end that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just more headaches and more problems I gotta deal with. Another thing too is for my I honestly it's both. I would say for my fellas and my ladies, peer pressure, right? It could be something small. It could be something minor, right? And again, you respectfully just, hey, my bad, bro. Like, my bad, bro. I ain't mean to do that. My fault. But when they got their girl around, or they got their homies around, now all of a sudden they getting swole. They getting tough. I said, my man, all I said was my bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even do nothing crazy. All I said was my bad. Now this wants some man, what? Man, hey, man, you better watch where you going, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now they getting tough. Their girl around and trying to get tough. Like, you ain't gotta prove that you tough in front of your girl. Ladies do that all the time too. Like, ladies will do something to the point where just like they making fun of a girl, but then when a girl start She trying to be the bigger person, walk away, but when now she matching y'all energy, no, now all of a sudden it's an issue. When it's like, when she wasn't saying nothing, it wasn't an issue. But now that she's saying something, it's an issue. The point is, that whole be the bigger person, kill him with kindness, I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit don't work. That shit don't work sometimes. Sometimes you gotta act ugly. Me personally, in my life, I'm the type of person that's just like, you can cuss me out all day. As long as things don't get physical, you can cuss me out. You can cuss me out. You can try to look tough. You can try to look gangster all you want. I can care less. I really don't. You know what I mean? Got too much life to live. Got too many things to worry about. Then we trying to worry about somebody trying to act tough, trying to look cool in front of that girl and all that. That's none of my concern. But with that being said, ladies and gents, that was my crazy thought for the day, man. It's your boy Funkadelic Jones, man. I'm gone. Until next time. Ooh-wee. Peace out.